How's everyone doing today? Welcome to Our Crazy Life. My name is Chris. Today I'm going to be going through and showing you how I like to keep all my knives sharp. I have a few of them. Two of them I use for work that are just pretty dull. This one's one of my old hunting knives that I use for skinning and things that's actually not in great shape. Really hard to cut through this cardboard. Same thing, I have two of these. They're going to be exactly the same. Bad shape. So I'm gonna go through 3 different ways that I like to sharpen my knives. It just depends on how much time I have. So probably the easiest way you can do it is just to pick one of these knife sharpeners up. This one has 2 different edges. It's got a coarse side. Just gonna run it through there a few times. And then it's got a fine side. So you're gonna pull that through there. Now that on its own will get it to a fairly decent edge, but I actually have a strop here. It's got different compound. This is a medium compound and then this is a coarse compound. I like to just rub the knife on there, give it about 5 strokes. And that just helps take down any of the burrs that are left over on your knife from whenever you run it through your little sharpener. So I'm gonna continue doing this. I'll be back here in just a minute whenever I'm done, but I'm not gonna be running any other knives. I'm just gonna be running it through the strop. So we're back. All I've done is run that on both sides of that strop, and it cuts that paper significantly easier. We'll go back to the same size. Significantly easier. It's not as sharp as you would get it with, say, a belt sander or spinning a long time, but if you need just a quick edge, you're in the middle of skinning something or anything, you give it just a quick edge, bring it back to life, finish what you're doing, and then you can take some more time to finish something later. The second thing I'm gonna show you is a diamond stick. I don't even know where my family got this. It's been in my family forever. I've probably stole it from my dad. I don't even know if he knows I have it, but he'll find out when he watches this video. You're just gonna take that, you're gonna find your angle of your knife. If you don't know how to do that, you can actually watch your knife and see where that angle matches up. You're gonna want to hold your angle, and you're gonna do consistent swipes. Did 5 swipes that way, do 5 swipes this way. Okay, so I've done quite a few. I'm gonna go back to my strop. I'll see you back when I'm done with this and we'll check out how sharp it got. We've sharpened this nice knife up, and you can tell that's cutting this cardboard or this cardstock way easier than it was. The nice thing about these, if you find your little diamond stick, most of them fold up. You throw that in your hunting backpack, throw that in your pocket, keep it in your truck, do whatever you need to do, you can take it with you. You may not have your strop with you, but at least you can put a pretty good edge on it. Keep doing what you need to get done, and then when you get home, you can hone your blade and make sure it's good so that you can go out the next time and have it ready to go. All right, so my last method is gonna be with my little sander. I got this for Christmas a little while back. It's just a fairly cheap belt sander. I have the 1000 grit on there. I've seen that it takes off plenty enough. You don't need to go down to a 400 or anything, unless your knife's pretty messed up and you're trying to completely re-put a new edge on there. But it's gonna get pretty noisy. I'm not gonna talk a lot. Again, the big thing you wanna maintain is your angle, so you wanna know where your angle's at. If you struggle with that, they make a angle finder for this type of belt sander, and I'll actually put it on so that you can see the way that it works. You're gonna take your belt off. And then this just has a little clip on it. You're gonna slide that over right here. Slide the clip down. And then put your belt right back over. Your belt will ride right over the top of that. And then you can come here and set your angle so that it's a little easier for you to hold your angle while you're sharpening your knife. So, like I said, it's about to get a little noisy in here, so I'm not gonna do a lot of talking, but what I'm gonna do is just show you how quick I can run through this. I'll just leave this as one cut so you can see how fast we go through the first stage. And then I'm gonna take all this off, put the leather belt on there, and then we'll strope it and I'll show you how it goes. Okay, just one quick pass on both sides. We're gonna take our sanding belt off, take our guide off. We're gonna put our leather belt right back on. We're gonna put some of this compound on the belt before we get going, and then we're gonna clean her up. You can see we've got our knife. It's cutting right through this. Not much pressure. Nice and sharp. You can see it'll shave me. That belt sander, nice and quick. The problem is you gotta have somewhere to do it. You've gotta have a spot. You can't do it out in the field. I mean, I guess you could, but it would be a lot more difficult, but that is the most efficient way in my mind. Real quick, if your knife just needs a little tiny bit of an edge, you can just hit it with the leather belt. You don't have to put the sander on there. You can just hit it with the belt, straighten everything back out, polish it up, and it should be nice and sharp. So those are just a few ways that I like to keep edge on my knife. You can use a different combination, however works for you. If you have the leather strope on the sander, but you don't have belts for some reason, you can always use a diamond stick and then use that power stroke to straighten everything out and polish everything up. So just use whatever works for you. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comment. I'll try and get back to them and answer. If you guys want a more in-depth video on what you're doing when you're sharpening a knife, again, leave that down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll catch you later. Hey everyone, it's Chris.
And Netta.
If you liked the video, drop us a like.
And subscribe. Thanks for being a part of our everyday.